Algoma Public Health has received confirmation of a blue-green algae bloom in Cloudy Lake in Echo Bay. Laboratory results from a water sample submitted by the Ministry of the Environment, Conservation and Parks confirm the presence of a blue-green bloom. This is a follow-up to the news release issued back on September 20th of 2019. Blue-green algae are naturally found in freshwater lakes, and they are often present in low numbers and barely visible. When conditions are right, they can increase in numbers to form a scum called a bloom. As a precautionary measure, Algoma Public Health recommends that residents do not use the water for recreational activities such as swimming or water skiing when a bloom is visible. Do not drink the water or use it for food preparation or any other practical uses. Residential water treatment devices will not clean the water, so it is advised to use alternative safe water sources such as bottled or municipally treated water. The Conservatives and NDP went on the offensive Thursday while the Liberals promoted their record on conservation. Conservative leader Andrew Scheer promised, if elected, a judicial inquiry into the SNC-Lavalin scandal while speaking in Liberal leader Justin Trudeau's own Montreal riding. Meanwhile, NDP leader Jagmeet Singh blasted Trudeau's record on affordable housing at an event in Campbell River, British Columbia. A paddle-wielding Trudeau was in Sudbury, Ontario, where he pledged to protect 25% of Canada's land and oceans by 2025 if re-elected.
Justin Trudeau lied to Canadians. On the very first day the story came to light, he said the story was not true. That was a lie. He said he never pressured Jody Wilson-Raybould. That was a lie. He said she never came forward to him with her concerns. That was also a lie. A new Conservative government will launch a judicial inquiry into Justin Trudeau's corruption scandal. Anytime a politician interferes in an independent court case, that is a very serious issue.
And we've got a housing crisis across Canada. Given this housing crisis, you would think that Mr. Trudeau would take it seriously. Well, instead of taking it seriously, he says on one hand the economy is doing really well, but he's invested 19% less than Mr. Harper as percentage of GDP in housing. 19% less than Mr. Harper. How is that a response to the seriousness of the crisis? And so our plan is to build 500,000 new affordable houses. Like the work that's being done with Habitat for Humanity and other community organizations, we want to partner with them to make up for 30 years, 3 decades of inaction.
We engaged with provinces, with territories, with municipalities, with Indigenous communities, and we went from 1% protection to 14% protection in just 4 years. We know that not only can we protect 25% of our land and 25% of our oceans by 2025, but we must.
U.S. President Donald Trump is lashing out at House Democrats amid an impeachment investigation and a whistleblower complaint over his efforts to pressure Ukraine to investigate Democratic rival Joe Biden.
I just watched a little bit of this on television. It's a disgrace to our country. It's another witch hunt. Here we go again. It's Adam Schiff and his crew making up stories and sitting there like pious, whatever you want to call them. It's just really a disgrace. It's a terrible thing for our country. They can't do any work. They're frozen. The Democrats are going to lose the election. They know it. That's why they're doing it. And it should never be allowed what's happened to this president. And despite that, I think I've done just about more than any president in his first 2.5 years in office. If you look, I think you'll see very few could compete with the things we've done for our military, for the economy. We have the best economy anywhere in the world, by far. We've rebuilt our military. We've done so many things that are so incredible with tax cuts and regulation. And I have to put up with Adam Schiff on an absolutely perfect phone call to the new president of Ukraine. That was a perfect call. But Adam Schiff doesn't talk about Joe Biden and his son walking away with millions of dollars from Ukraine and then millions of dollars from China. Walking away in a quick meeting, walking away with millions of dollars. He doesn't talk about Joe Biden firing a prosecutor. And if that prosecutor's not fired, he's not going to give him money from the United States of America. They don't talk about that. My call was perfect. The president yesterday of Ukraine said there was no pressure put on him whatsoever, none whatsoever. And he said it loud and clear for the press. What these guys are doing, Democrats are doing to this country, is a disgrace, and it shouldn't be allowed. There should be a way of stopping it, maybe legally through the courts. Nancy Pelosi has been hijacked by the radical left, and everybody knows it. Thank you.
Avery Construction has issued this following statement. Please be advised that we will be implementing a temporary road closure on 3rd Line East between Great Northern Road and the entrance to the FJ Davy home beginning on Monday, September 30th at 6 a.m. and reopening the road on Wednesday, October 2nd at 7 p.m. This road closure is necessary to allow them to complete the storm and sanitary service connections for the proposed Volkswagen dealership. Eastbound traffic will be detoured down Great Northern Road to Old Garden River Road and up 3rd Line East. Westbound traffic will be detoured down Old Garden River Road towards 2nd Line and then back up Great Northern Road. Please follow detour signage, and all area businesses will be open and accessible as usual.